Hi Declan, it's Kate, your sister. I'm thinking of doing this thing where I make videos specifically for individual people like you. And this one's about One Punch Man. Chris and I finished watching it and it was amazing. It very much keeps you wanting more at the end, I'll definitely say that. It's funny because when I started watching it, it was just so silly and crazy and I wasn't 100% sure that I would like it. But as I kept watching it, it kept getting better and better and you started wanting to continue watching episode after episode. I'm trying to think about favourite moments. One of them was definitely when he revealed his training regimen, basically how he became as strong as he is now. It was really hilarious. I was just cracking up the whole time. And now whenever I watch the anime, it makes me want to actually do his training regimen because it's relatively achievable for anybody to do, any able-bodied person. What was it, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, a 10-kilometer run, things like that. I actually really hope that that is really the key to how he became as strong as he did, and the only reason that it worked is because he really did continuously do it every single day for 3 years. Because the idea is that most people, like 99.9% of people, would not do it every single day. A day would be missed, without a doubt. But because he was able to do it every single day, that unlocked that ability in him. They've hinted that he might be a god or something like that, or related to a god, but I just prefer the idea that he is the only human who stuck with something long enough that it, like, unlocked these abilities in him. Oh, Chris can very much vouch that when it made that transition in animation numerous times where it would go from like really simple to really detailed, like intense in how they animated him. You know exactly what I'm talking about with One Punch Man. I just would cack up all the time because I just thought it was so funny. Another one of my favorite scenes was One Punch Man versus Genos. When they had that fight one-on-one, you could tell he was holding back because he knows. We know and he knows that if he punched Genos, Genos would just die. There's that moment when he was about to punch him and he was just deaf. And then it's like and then One Punch Man changes and kind of like bumps him on the head and it's like, let's go to lunch. That was definitely one of my most favourite scenes in the whole anime. And like after we finished it, Chris went online because he wanted to see if he could find any fan art of One Punch Man, which of course there is. But what he wasn't expecting was there to be so much fan art of One Punch Man and Genos, like, together. Like as a couple. And he said he was quite shocked at how much there was of it. I would say I hadn't seen any fan art of it prior, but when he told me that, I wasn't really that surprised. I mean, this anime is just so full of male characters and there was really like one and then I hinted at like a second female character. So yeah, I'm not really shocked to be honest. Also, I really like this scene from the very first episode that explained his backstory and when he was just like an ordinary man, you know, and he met the crab monster guy. And that's actually one of my favorite things, the severe change of how he looked before until he became One Punch Man is really hilarious. This was the hair he had and everything, it's just such a big switch. It's like you see him in the past, how he used to look, and you're like, that doesn't even look like him at all. But you can kind of see the similarities. Oh! Great scene I forgot to mention just now. The scene where he took the test for the Hero Association. Just like the moment you heard that he was going for the test and obviously there was going to be a physical test, you're just like, oh! And it didn't disappoint at all. Just like everything. Like when he jumped up and he got his head stuck in the ceiling. Like, that was really, really good. That was so funny. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to another season. Apparently they haven't announced another season, but I'm gonna be shocked if it doesn't happen. I actually really hope they do make a season and not decide to say do like a movie or something like that, because I just don't think that they need a season. They need to keep going that way. I only say that because I watched Attack on Titan and they made the first season and they changed their mind. They're instead going to like make movies instead of like making a second season, and it's like, you know. I'm sure they have their reasons, but it just seems so much better to draw out a story properly as a series, if you know what I mean. Well, anyway, I guess those are my thoughts on One Punch Man. Absolutely loved it and really hoping for another season. So get back to me, Dec. What did you think of One Punch Man? I know you loved it, but like favorite scenes and stuff is what I mean, or characters. Let me know. Bye.